frustrated, and that just showed. Can I ask you what was said there between you and your receivers?
I don't really want to get into that. It's just, we just have to be better. We got to make plays. We're the playmakers on this team. One of the things I said was, we were in the Grey Cup with, I feel like, less talent than we have now. And that's not taking anything away from anybody, but I feel like we're too good to be scoring 10 points and not, taking full advantage of our opportunities. So
your frustration is growing as the quarterback. It seems that way. Is that the case for you or not?
I mean, I'm frustrated that we're losing. That's natural, but that's about it. I mean, we just have to make plays. We got to do better, and we just have to be better.
You wanted to run more. You said that did happen today. Is that an encouraging sign for you, the fact that part of your game is maybe back?
I don't think it ever left. I think that the way Calgary plays, they presented more of an opportunity, and we established some drives. And like I said, when you can stay on the field a little bit longer, that allows me an opportunity to use my legs a little bit. So,
Darian, you said less talent at a Grey Cup. What do you see is the hump, the thing that you're not being able to overcome then?
I just think everything is mental. I mean, we're having breakdowns in routes, breaking down in protection. Myself, with the turnovers and things like that, I think it's just a combination of things. We have to, first and foremost, the thing you have to do is just make sure that everyone is doing their best mentally and everyone is on the same page mentally. And we're just having breakdowns, and we just can't do that.
More time on the practice field, more time in the film room. What will it take?
I can't speak for anyone else. All I can do is speak for myself and say that, it's just not good enough.
You said there was more talent in the Grey Cups back then. You had Andy Fantone, you had the healthy Rob Bagg. How is this team more talented when you don't have those players?
Well, first of all, we have a better defense, I think. Defense is holding teams to under 20 points, and we just have to take advantage of that. We have an older Weston Dressler, an older Chris Getzlaff, a Todd Smith who is hard to guard. Our Canadian content was better, of course, but I just think, and even up front, we're better. So I'm not just speaking about the receivers. I'm talking about as a whole team.
You know that hot seat is going to get hotter, but you've been through this before, as you said, so this isn't anything new to you.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's just the nature of playing here. It's all about us in this locker room. No one on the outside, no fan, no guy in the media can play a snap for us. So it's all about what we do. And, we're the ones that have to correct the errors, and that's what it's all about.
As we're struggling, is there a different sort of feeling? It's more optimism when you're struggling with this team compared to last year?
I don't think it's the same feeling as last year at all. Last year we were getting in games where we were getting just blown out, and we weren't even in it at all. Tonight's a perfect example of just starting really slow, and they get out to a big lead, and then we're way too late in order to start chipping our way back. Yeah. But in the end, it's a 7-point ball game. We got to be able to come back, even if we do start slow. We got to be able to come back and put up points.
How do you put the things behind you to face a team in Winnipeg who just fired their head coach this morning? Does it make a different week for you? Does it change looking ahead to Winnipeg?
We got to stick to the process, and everyone's got to get in and get those little things that much extra. Everyone's got to do that much extra this week. I think Winnipeg has improved greatly since the start of the year. They got to have a really good defense, and we got to be able to move the ball on them and score some points.
You showed some bounce back with that first, the one that hit you in the hands. I know you were frustrated, and you came back. That's a sign the team can build on that you can come back from adversity?
Yeah, that first one, I got to watch it into my hand. I'm trying to do too much is my problem out there. I know that it's second and real long, and I'm only at 5 yards, so I'm trying to turn up way too early before the ball's completely in my hand. So, after that, I kind of regrouped and was able to make some grabs.
Yep. When you do watch the ball more closely, then when you regrouped after, or you just sort of come to you?
No, you got to play out there, but the biggest thing is you got to watch it all the way into your hands, and that's it's been a bit of a problem for me in the last few games, so I got to make sure that I'm stepping that up.
Sorry, Chris, I got here late. Just the conversation you guys were having after the game with Darian. Can you comment on that and what was being talked about?
Us as a group, there's some veteran guys here. We all got to make sure that we're communicating out there and talking with one another, and that's the biggest thing. We got to try to get guys in the right spots and make sure that we're getting open and calling the right place.
With
the biggest hurdle this offense needs to overcome to get back into the scoring more points?
Yeah, consistency. You know, the biggest thing is I think we've had a turnover every single game after our 3-0 start where we had 0 turnovers. So, I mean, protecting the ball is first and foremost, and points will just come. You know, if you're able to protect the football, then you gain field position. When you gain field position, your defense puts you in a better situation, and you're able to put up points. You know, we got to be able to consistently move the ball.
Chris, how do you make sure, not, of course it's going to be negative with 5 straight losses, but make sure it's not affecting performance and preparation?
You know, everyone's got to stick to the process. You know, you're gonna hear lots of fans and that are really getting down on us, calling for heads and stuff like that. But everyone in this locker room has to stick together and make sure that the leaders in this locker room are making sure that everyone is sticking to the process so that we can get this thing turned around.
In this one, how tough was it? Just that first quarter, well, the first half in general, not being able to put up points with the win?
It's frustrating, you know. I think that as a whole offense, you know, we could have done a lot of things better. We started really slow. When you start that slow, you got to dig yourself out of a hole, and we waited way too long in order to start digging.
What type of issues are surfacing as far as cohesion or whatever with the receiving core? What just isn't clicking as far as communication or whatever?
I mean, I think we're talking pretty good out there. You know, it's just the tiny little things. You know, making sure that we're catching the ball even on second and long to gain an extra 6 yards, even if we're going to punt. I mean, that's 6 yards of field position. You know, field position's a large part of this game, and we got to be able to flip the field position.
You know, yeah, you know, we definitely have to start faster, and we just weren't able to do that today. I don't know if it was what they were doing or we just couldn't make quick enough adjustments, but we definitely have to be better at what we're doing early on and throughout the game. And we can't give up, you know, 14 points early and then and expect, you know, the game to be easier or the offense to just come out there and just give it right back to us. So we definitely have to start faster from now on.
Were there some wrinkles in your game maybe that you haven't seen before?
No. It's nothing special, nothing that we couldn't stop, nothing that we haven't seen in practice. So we just have to do a better job, everybody on defense, at staying in their gap, filling their gaps, or, you know, running through their gaps, and we just have to do a better team defense to stop them.